Understood. Uh, we know about predictive intervals and confidence interval, but in the recent years, there has also been talks about conformal predictions. I'm sure you must have seen, the lot of LinkedIn fights going on about conformal predictions, right? Uh, in my personal opinion, I think conformal predictions don't add much value as compared to, let's say, confidence intervals or predictive intervals. What is your take on conformal predictions?
So let's first start by keeping the terms apart. So confidence intervals and prediction intervals, those are two very different things, and people like to mix them up. So let's invest a few words in taking them apart. So a confidence interval, that's actually an algorithm for giving you an interval for an unobserved parameter of a distribution or something, with the probability that if you rerun your experiment many times and each time calculate a confidence interval, so each time you'll get a different one, then 95% or whatever of your intervals contain the true value. That's the idea, and that's the definition of a confidence interval. Always pertains to a non-observable parameter. Prediction interval, in contrast, that's an interval typically in a time series context, in a forecasting context, where you can say, okay, in 95% of cases, the observation that I'm forecasting will fall within this interval. So you actually observe things. You can say this was a good prediction interval, there was a bad prediction interval, because this one only had 50% coverage and I wanted 95 and I claimed 95. And I can say just, it's bad. Can tell that. For a confidence interval, very hard to say. And the two get conflated sometimes because, of course, you can have a confidence interval for the mean, for the future mean of a time series, but you cannot observe the mean, the expectation. You only observe a particular observation, and that typically goes quite a ways beyond that mean, up or down. And so prediction intervals are always wider than confidence intervals for some parameter, and they get confused all the time. Some people talk about uncertainty intervals, where I always have to ask, what are you talking about? All right.